Thursday came and I got a call, and I was like, okay, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it. And the person on the phone said, Lichelle, you're positive. We're doing this, right? I'm basically telling my story, my COVID-19 testimony. And before we get into this video, as you can see, it's gonna be a long video, but it's going to be worth your while. If you're suffering from COVID, you're going through COVID right now, whether you have it or it's just mentally mashing up your mind, this video is for you. If you're struggling, just whatever it is that you're struggling with, this video is for you. So you definitely want to watch. Go and grab a snack, grab a juice, get cozy, and just listen to me explain and give my tips, and just basically share what I've been through. And let us just jump over into the video. But before we go, don't forget to subscribe down below, and don't forget to share this video at the end. If it was helpful to you, just share it with somebody so that they can be blessed by this video. And guys, thank you. So let's jump over into the story. Alright, so on September 4th, right? On September 4th, I had excuse if I'm smiling, but it is what it is, and I'm just happy right now in this state that I've conquered this, and I am doing quite fine right now. Alright, so on September 4th, I was working in the day. I'm working from home, and I realized that in the latter part of the day, in the evening, I started to feel my legs hurting. But I'm like, oh, I need to walk and I need to stretch. I need to get up from this desk and go around and stretch my legs, right? So I thought that was the issue why I was feeling pain in my leg. And then I also started exercising, so I thought that was also a reason why my leg was hurting. But unfortunately, the pain was different. I can't explain it, but it was this pain all over my legs, and I can't pinpoint where exactly the pain was coming from. And I said to my husband, you know, this feels strange. This don't feel like the normal exercise pain. But he was like, no man, it's in your head. You're quite fine. It's just the exercise. So I'm like, okay, all right, it's the exercise. Let us not get all drastic here and think we all have COVID. So Saturday morning, I woke up and I still wasn't feeling good. I still had this tingly, weird pain sensation in my legs. And I was like, no man, something is off. I think I was either editing a video, and also the Friday as well, I also did a YouTube video. And I thought, you know, maybe I was just overworking my body or just tired or whatever. And so the Saturday came, and I still felt sick. I still felt off, and I'm never sick. I'm not the one that is sick. My husband is not really the sick one. And I was like, you know what, deep down in my heart, I really knew something was wrong. I really knew that it wasn't just exercise. But you know, when you just want to play it off and say, okay, I really don't want it to be the worst of the worst situation, so it's gonna be optimistic and just be positive. So I realized I had a fever, and my fever, when I checked it, it was 38.2 degrees. Is it Fahrenheit or Celsius? Okay, I'll put it there. But it was 38.2 degrees, and I googled it because I'm like, you know what, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like I have a fever. Plus I was hot, so I was like, let me Google this just to be sure, because I didn't want it to be a fever. But lo and behold, Google said I had a fever. So I jumped out of the bed and I ran into the shower, because I'm like, you know what, this is not gonna be taking over my body. So I am going to go into the shower and stand out in the shower so that the water can cool me down, so that my temperature stay down and not get extra high, or you know, above the regular temperature. Well, I had a fever, so it's above the regular temperature. Right, so just basically trying to keep my temperature down. And I was like, okay, all right, this is going on. Maybe it's a flu. Maybe it's a virus. Maybe it just can't be COVID. Like, we don't want COVID here. Plus, I'm the person who, when I go out on the road, I'm masked up. I have one of these bottles with me. I have my sanitizer and I'm spraying everything. I touch something, I'm spraying my hands. I come home with food, I'm spraying the food. I buy grocery, I'm dousing it with soap and bleach and I'm washing everything. I'm that type of person. Husband come home, straight to the bathroom. Right? So I couldn't accept the fact that, okay, I could be COVID positive. Although I said it could be it was in the back of my mind, I was still being positive and saying, no, that's not it. We're going to get over this. So Sunday came, and we're normally right now, since COVID, my church, we have church service on Zoom. You can watch it from Zoom, as well as you can go at the physical building, and have worship. But I didn't decide. I overslept, and I was like, no man, something is off. I was now thinking that, okay, it is quite possible I could probably have this, because I don't normally oversleep like that on Sundays. And I'm like, okay, it's either I'm really tired or having a flu or something, but I was not okay. So I talked to my doctor, and she advised me that I should do the test. No, I was very scared because I didn't want to do the test. Person said that they do the test, and on the stick that they push, the nose swab, they have blood on the stick, and some persons are rough. And I'm like, okay, oh my god, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. But it so happened that my workplace, they were asking persons if they wanted to do the test, just to be sure. And thank God that was also an option. I didn't have to pay for it out of my pocket. So I called someone from work who was in charge of that section, and I said, hey, you know what, I want to do the test. I called on Monday, and they said if I can make it for 3. So I said to her, okay, sure. I said to my sister she could take me. Anyways, when my sister came, she took me and we went. And of course I felt so weird, I felt so strange. In between stuff happened, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But we went to get myself tested, and when I went, I was like, oh my god, is this happening? Is this real? So when I went to the facility to be tested, there's the nurse, the doctor, and she was in a hazmat suit, geared up, masked up, gloves up, everything. And I was like, oh, this is really happening. I could have COVID. Like what? Me who spray everything and sanitize, me can have COVID? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm better than, or I'm just too good, but I don't leave my house. The only time I leave my house, I don't leave my house much. The only time I do is like grocery shopping, and like go to my sister's house, but I'm always wearing a mask. Always. And I'm like, wow, this is actually a reality. I could actually have COVID. Anyways, I did the test, and I came back home still not feeling so good, still feeling like fluish type of symptoms, and my leg pain kind of died down, because I started taking Panadol multi-symptom, I started taking vitamin C, and I'm like, you know what, we gotta get this out of the system. Whatever bug this needs to go back where it come from, and it needs to just go. So I started taking a lot of those stuff, so my body was feeling a little bit better than Saturday and on Sunday and Friday. So I was there, and I was like, okay, whatever, let's just put this at the back of the mind, because we don't have COVID. So Thursday came, almost a Friday. Thursday came, and I got a call And I was like, okay, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it, you don't have it. And the person on the phone said, Lichelle, you're positive. Wow. My heart sank. My heart. I'm trying not to cry. I mean, I'm over this. Lichelle, you can do this. You're over it. But just thinking back on my little journey there, you know, really made me think about so many stuff. Whew. Alright, shake this. So my heart sank immediately, and I was like, what? Oh, okay. Thank you for that information. And the person hung up, right? And I was like, in my mind, like in my mind, everything came to like a standstill. Like I was just discombobulated. I was like, what? Like I have COVID? Like really? Truly? What? So I told my husband, and immediately I could see that he was shook. He was shocked. And I was just trying to be understanding with how persons were reacting. But at some point, even during that time, I mean that Tuesday night when I got the news, I started thinking about my sister and her kids, because I was around them. I mean, we're family. So I mean, when you're close to when you have your family and you're there, you're not really wearing masks if you're inside the house. So I was around my sister and her kids, and my mom and her husband, my mom and my sister's husband, and my husband and my husband's grandmother. And I was thinking, wow, you just don't want anybody to get anything from you, and you just don't want anybody to be sick. So I started thinking about them, and I told them because, you know what, they need to be tested. They need to be make sure that they are fine. So the next day they went and they were tested, and they were negative. I'm happy, but I was so confused. It was like a roller coaster. It was up and down, up and down. And I was thinking, before they went and test, I prayed that they didn't have the virus. But when it came back negative, in my mind I was like, what? It's weird, right? I prayed believing that they didn't have it, that they wouldn't catch it, they wouldn't get it. And when the results come back, I was still shook. I was still shocked. But thinking back on it now, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful to God that He spared them, He kept them, He put a hedge around them to protect them, because it only have to be God. I'm so close to them. We're talking, we're going, I'm going to their houses, and I'm going to my sister's house, and they were fine. They were fine. So thank God for that. So during the quarantine process, so since I got it, I started to put things in place. I didn't go into the kitchen again, because I'm the one that mostly do the cooking, and it's a shared kitchen. It's a very large kitchen, but we share it with my husband's grandmother. And I'm thinking, okay, I can't go in the kitchen, I can't cook. I have to just stay in the bedroom and the living room the most, right? So I started to put steps in place where, you know, we decrease the amount of contact, right? So I was really in contact with my husband, really, and he's the one who did the cooking. And I must say thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I mean, you're my husband, but for helping me, for cooking meals, for doing breakfast, lunch and dinner and snackage and all of those things, my requests, getting water, all of those stuff. I must take the time now to say thank you, even to my mom and my sister and my grandmother. I'm calling her my grandmother now, guys, might as well. My grandmother and my husband, they really helped. But during that time, I started to feel depressed. Or maybe depressed is is a strong word, but I started to feel sad. And I started to think about how, like, the devil started to play tricks on me, you know? A person have to wear a mask, but then I thought, oh, they're scorning me and all of those stuff. And I just felt so sad. I was saying, why me, person who always has sanitized, like, how comes, right? And then at one point I thought that I was just being a bother to persons overall. But then I remember my mom sent me a voice note, and trust me, it made everything different. I mean, at the time I really did have persons supporting me, my family, my friends, close friends, you know who you are, and you guys were really helping me to just stay positive, because the thing is, you can't make your body get down and low, because this virus will definitely thrive on that. So that is one thing everybody was saying to me, you know, everybody was saying that to me. But I remember my mom, she sent a voice note, and that just basically break all of the lies that the devil was telling me. It break all of my insecurity, all of that. And she basically told me, I'm trying to remember exactly, but she basically said to me that don't think about why you got it. Just thank God that it's not so bad, and thank God that you are able to still move around, you're not hospitalized. She basically said to me, you know, don't be negative, don't be down, don't be gloomy, because what she realized, we normally have devotions in the morning and we do it on WhatsApp, and she realized I was down, I wasn't really talking much in the devotion, and she said that to me. I mean, I wasn't angry with anybody, but you know, when you're just thinking, you're processing a whole heap. That was me. For those couple of days I was really processing. And to be honest, that voice note that my mom sent, it was the icing on the cake for me. It was the breakthrough moment. So while I kept that in my mind, I said to myself, you know what, I'm not gonna tell anybody, because I can't take the scrutiny, I can't take the 100 questions. How comes, whisper, why, how you feel, you have no pain. I mean, persons are trying to be supportive, but the questions, I could not be welcome. I was not welcoming those questions. I just wanted to recover and just be fine. So God have a sense of humor. And you know what happened basically was that I said to myself, I'm not going to tell anybody. Those who know already, which was just close family members and friends, they knew. But then person started to call me, hey Lishelle, can you do this graphics for me? Hey Lishelle, I have my company, my skincare company, they wanted products. And I'm like, oh my god, is this really happening? Persons want me to do graphics, persons want me to decorate stuff, design stuff, meet and greet, not meet and greet, but meet up, and a lot of stuff, makeup. And I'm like, really, God? Really? So this is what you're going to do to me now? Really? And I'm like, oh my God, I have to tell why I can't do these things, because I'm so generous, I'm always helping, and it would be strange for me to say, oh, I can't do that right now, I'm not available, or whatever. But I had to tell them. So as each person called, I shared the news. Hey, I'm COVID positive, I'm doing fine, no aches and pains, I've had fever, but I'm fine. And of course they asked a million questions, and I had to go down. Each time explain, go through the nitty-gritty, tell them. But one thing I realized that the devil tried to do is let me believe that it wasn't okay to tell persons, and that's a lie. You see, what the devil wants is for you to suffer on your own, for you to have doubts in your mind and to keep yourself away from others and just suffer and be depressed and, you know, make this thing take over. But God is saying that we're stronger in numbers. We can share this and not be afraid. And little by little I started to become more confident. I mean, not confident that I have the virus, but confident that everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be willy-nilly and all fine. And this is just another stepping stone for me to build my faith, build my trust in God, and just move on. So we're gonna brush this off and we're gonna move on. So each day I said that to myself. I started getting up earlier to do my personal devotion along with my group devotion with my family, and it really helped. In no time I started feeling better. So I did my 14 days quarantine. I didn't go outside, which was also crazy because I either normally go get some fruits on the fruits man or just go to the front. I just basically stayed inside for the whole time. My plants outside were not getting love and I was just staying inside, but thank be to God, the virus passed my body quickly. Within the 14 days I was quite fine, and I want to share what I did during those 14 days. So while I was recovering, while I was on the road of recovery, there were certain things that I did, and I definitely know it will help you. Even if you don't have COVID, you can do these things, and it will also help to boost your immune system and make you feel better. So I have some steps written down. So if you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at my steps. So the first one that I did was to take vitamin C every day. So I had some vitamin C's and I was really taking them. I ate a lot of fruits and I thought that was okay, but you definitely at a time like this need to boost your vitamin C and take more. So I took one each day, whether it was with my breakfast or lunch. I took it. I also got one a day, women. Those were good as well. I think it gave me energy, so I'll be taking those more. Well, I'll keep on taking them. Also, because I was stuffy and my nose was congested, I did a little elixir. So I put lemongrass, tea tree, peppermint, and eucalyptus. Drip some in. All these are essential oils in hot water, and then I held my head over it and I steam my face. And I did this like every 2 days, and I steam it, and it definitely helped to clear the nasal passage. It was really good. Plus it also gave me a nice little vibe, a like a spa vibe thing, a like a tranquility vibe I go on. So even if you're not sick, you can do this, and this will definitely boost your mood. I drank this concoction. I don't remember what it was, but I think we had soursop or sweet sop leaf, neem, lime, honey. I think garlic was there in it, and some other concoction that said pow, COVID get away. That did go on one of the things. It was bitter, but trust me, when you know say it'll do some good things in your body, it will help. So I did that once because I didn't really have lemon. Lemon was really expensive. I still can't buy lemon right now. So I did it once because my mom had sent some over. So I did that little concoction with my husband. He drank some as well. And I also did this more than one time. Ginger, turmeric, and pine. And I did that little smoothie. It was refreshing. It was cool. Turmeric is very good. It helps to boost the immune system, and the ginger as well is inflammatory, anti-inflammatory rather, and that also helps. I did a lot of those stuff to kind of boost the inside of my body, my immune system, to get it cracking, and that was also good. I also rest is needed. Sleeping a lot. I took the pills, took I took Panadol multisymptom, and I slept, and that helped a ton because it's like your body recharging. It's being reinvigorated. All these tongue-tied twistings of words, but you get what I'm saying. It's about revitalizing the body and getting it. Definitely prayer prayer is key. I can't say how much you need prayer. Prayer is like up the top. Definitely going before God and just talking about your fears, just your how you feel, just offloading on God definitely help. That's why He's here. Also do my devotion, or some of my devotion. It's so weird. My devotion, my group devotion, my family devotion that I did all brought me back to, okay, God is here. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. Even during this difficult time, He is with you. And during that process, all of those devotion was just bam, 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 piling up, just boosting me, me mentally. And it was just, just giving me a fighting chance that COVID, you're going back where you are supposed to be going. Definitely also surround yourself with friends and family who are supportive, who are not negative, who is positive and just want to give you positive vibration, positive love, encouragement, just to boost it. Because sometimes when you're all quarantined and all alone, sometimes you have some thoughts, the unholy thoughts sneak into your mind, and you're like, boy, how am I gonna get this? Like, oh my God, people are scamming me. Oh my God, what if I infect somebody? What if this? Like, what if person starts scamming me? I come out of quarantine? Like, all of those things. And to be honest, you really need persons who have a strong backbone, who loves you, who is seeing your best interest to just support you. And definitely I sanitize the whole place again, wipe down the place with bleach, the door handles, the door itself, the grills, all those touch points, places, hard surfaces, bleach, bare bleach, just so wipe down. You can also use gloves while you're cleaning. I also put my clothes that I wore, I put them separate from where my husband's clothes was, and I just kept them in a bath pan in the bathroom. And everything that I use, I just put them separate, sanitize them, bleach, all of those things to kill the germs, to kill the virus, all of those stuff. My takeaway points are, you know what, if you catch COVID, it's not a death sentence. Yeah, it's sad, it's really sad and tragic, and it is scary. It is scary, especially for persons who have underlying issues, because I'm a young, fit, strong, fighting young lady. And to be honest, some pain on my feel where I wonder, no sir, I had chest pain. So my symptoms were chest pain, a little chest pain, like 1 or 2 days, a couple of hours, not days, a couple of hours in like 2 days, chest pain, had fever, slight fever of 38.2 degrees, and the tingly pain in my foot, had some pain in my foot, and the flu symptoms. So I was coughing a little bit, and I was stuffy. So those were my symptoms, and basically those were the mild version, because I know persons vomit blood and all of those gross stuff, but it is real. Those stuff happen, and I just have to say thank God, thank you Lord, that I wasn't hospitalized. I survived. I can tell my story. And I just want to say, you know what, positivity is a key when you have this thing. Any outcome, whether it be COVID or chick V, gun, whatever disease it is, heart failure, whatever it is, keeping a positive mindset is definitely key. So yeah. Alright guys, so that was my testimony, that was my story of how I survived COVID, and I really hope this helps somebody. If this was helpful to you, please send it to somebody who is struggling, even if on a COVID if they're not suffering from COVID but just struggling mentally, need some uplifting words, just send this video to them. If you're going through COVID or quarantine right now, I pray God just touch you right now, just cover you, heal you from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet, and just remain positive. Know that you will conquer this, you will get over that bar, and you will go on this is just another stepping stone. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like this video if it was helpful. Please help me to grow. And subscribe to my channel if you just want honesty, if you want to learn, if you just want to have fun. This channel is for you. So don't forget to subscribe. And guys, thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you, and goodbye.